Greetings and welcome to one of those videos. No intro on this one, y'all. So it's about to get real. Yeah, the true definition of real. So this has absolutely nothing to do with Second Life whatsoever. So if you're expecting a big to do, a no intro video about something happening in Second Life, well, sorry to disappoint you, but this ain't that video. I just wanted to point something out in general. Now, I have been previously shouted at in comments in my I just got Karen video. I want to show a prime example of someone doing the whole virtue signaling, doing the whole troll shaming, like the type of shaming where, oh, how shame on you, doing the whole holier than thou shaming on people for thinking and saying what what they want to, the whole freedom, the ability to to be able to express yourself, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I'm not even going to take the time to explain uh, what the video is about, um, or anything. I'm not. I'm just going to just read the comment that I replied to, and of course, my reply to that comment on this video. All right. So it's here. This is well, it's Ricada Law, and he is the OG of LawTube on YouTube, and he has been covering the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Well, there was this comment. It got my attention. Okay, let me just. There we go. Whoop. All right. And the Karenist comment was, it was revealing and hugely disappointing that both yourself and Law of Self Defense indulged in derogatory remarks about the female court reporter at the close of court proceedings today. Until this point, I have been enjoying your daily expert legal analyses of the U.S. Depp Heard defamation trial. The comments made were ugly and unnecessary. It is bad enough you think them, let alone express them. It is not like either of you are oil paintings, so get a grip. I will watch alternative coverage of the trial from now on. This is typical Karenistic uh, comments, and I'm trying to find a different phrase to pinpoint the actual uh actual wording for this type of behavior, because this is a behavior. Anyway, what really pissed me off about this is this. It is bad enough that you think them. Regardless of what was said or whatever, if you are not aware of Nick Rekieta Law on YouTube, then you will not get this video at all. But for this person to say it is bad enough you think them, let alone express them. So here we go. Thought police alert. I mean, seriously, chewing out like people on the internet for how they run their own channel, what they allow to happen or be said or occur on their own channel, to just swing by and be suddenly surprised that things aren't said and people don't behave as to how this person believes that they should, because it is bad enough you think them, let alone express them. Now, if that one phrase uh, doesn't scare you or put some type of fear into you, or some type of outrage of like, how dare you try to censor me, then I don't know what to tell you. But for me, that shit is not cool. So I replied, and here is my reply. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I said, it's obvious from your comment that you haven't been with Nick as long as the rest of us have, many of us female. Free speech is always welcome and encouraged. However, the way in which you express your free speech to punish or mark in the manner of which you are actually calling Nick and Bronca out for is laughable. This is the internet. No one cares when you leave or when you arrive. No one cares how your butt gets hurt, who does it, or how many times you use those hurt feelings in order to shame the rest of us. I'm an old, fat, white female, and I could care less about derogatory remarks. But what I do care about is having the freedom to express such things. Nick has that freedom. This is his channel. Nothing entitles you to punish them. What is that saying? Oh, yeah, you are the boss of no one except for yourself. If you want to control if you want control over what people say or think, either start your own channel or start a company called Karen's Incorporated, making sure we think for you, and also make sure the door hits you on the way out. Thanks. That was my comment. That was my reply. And let's see. Um, yep, yep. You know, people agree. We're all on the same page because we all have this particular channel in common. We're familiar with it. We know how it goes and we like it here. But you get somebody that has no idea and they just start the Karenistic comments. And it is fighting a losing a battle because no one actually cares. No one actually cares about these things. Not in the type of YouTube communities I'm a part of. Um, and like regarding Second Life, nobody cares there either. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares what you do. Nobody gives two shits if you're proud of something, if you're not proud of something, if you have an opinion on something, if your feelings get hurt or whatever. Nobody cares. Anywhere, all over the internet, No one cares. Why do they not care? Because they have the anonymity of being behind a monitor. So for anyone like this Five Rivers person, and oh yeah, there's another Karen down here too. Oh yeah, this person, and she agrees with this person here. Um, uh, you know, so absolutely shocked at those comments today. I still can't believe they were said, and hope to God that poor woman doesn't end up seeing this stream. Absolutely cruel and unnecessary. Oh, all right then. So seriously, nobody cares. I mean, to even say such things is just a poor, piss poor way to waste some damn good bandwidth for both of these. Now there's another one down here, but I ain't even gonna get to it because it's just retarded. Oops. Oh dear. I said that, didn't I? Well, whatever. Look, I'm a Gen Xer. We used to say all that back in the day, and it was okay. Anyway, so I I I mean, there was a time in my life where I used to be quite vigilant about uh protecting things that mattered to me on the internet. This was like way, way, way back in the day. And, even before Second Life was a thought, before YouTube was even, uh, conceived, just I'm talking like mid 90s, late 90s, you know. And true, those days were different. But as the internet has grown and it's been opened up to more different types of people, different cultures, different political views, yada, 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 all this stuff, there's a lot of changes. You know, there's a lot more societal restriction in having to uh, be able to appease other people right at a second's notice. Just forget every conviction you may have, forget every original thought that you may have, just forget all of that stuff in order to not offend someone else. And it's like, really? Why is that okay? Why do I have to lessen my own viewpoint? Why do I have to decrease my my thoughts on certain things and disable myself from actually saying them just to avoid someone having a fit and getting butt hurt? Why? Why why would that person have such why would that person be on a higher social status than me when, you know, like for example, we could come from like the same part of town, have the same culture, both poor, whatever. But why would the other person, that Karenistic type person, have a one up? I don't get it. And I don't think that's right. And it's just like, no. Uh, I know how it is to live under restricted speech, being in a place where I had to watch precisely every single word that I said and how I said it. One, in order to be understood. Two, in order not to cause offense due to my ignorance of that culture. I worked my ass off to be able to learn everything I could about how things were done, and how things and how people reacted, customs, and all of this stuff. And even though uh, it was still all the same English language, it was still difficult for me just to be myself, just to have my Southern twang accent in England because of the amount of, well, the level of difficulty of being understood, or what I would say would be taken wrongly. And then, yeah, nobody wanted to be my friend, whatever. So, and eh, obviously it swings both ways. I'm Southern, having a Southern accent. What happens? Yeah, I'm automatically considered stupid because of how I sound. Every Southerner has had to suffer through that. But, you know, do we raise a stink about it? Do we get pissed off about it? Do we go around shaming other people? No, I don't. I just accept it, deal with it, and move on. 'Cause it's a stereotype that, no single person is going to change. Anyway, so yeah, restricted speech. So it got to the point to where I constantly had to self-censor myself. I had to think, and that's why I have the long pauses when I talk, because I'm thinking about which word will fit correctly, which is the right word to use, so my ex asshat won't get pissed off at me, or won't make fun of me, or won't say something really, really mean to me. And then when it came to talking to other people, it just came naturally. And that's why I still do it. That's why I have the long pauses, because I do a lot of self censoring. If I said something wrong, or if I misspoke, or if I uh, uh, used British slang, or, vitamin instead of vitamin, loo instead of toilet, all this stuff. If I said even those words improperly, or in the wrong context, or made a bad joke um, around other people when my ex asshat was around, yeah, it it was highly humiliating for me. I'm not going to go into detail. So when it comes to restricted speech, I had enough of that for 16 years. And I do not want to continue living my life that way. So if I say something that I want to say, and if it hurts somebody's feelings, it will tough shit. I'm a nice and considerate person. I'm thoughtful. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings on purpose. But at the same time, it's not my responsibility to coddle other people, to wrap them up in cotton and say, "Oh, it'll be okay. Let me put my hands around your ears and protect you." That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to keep me safe, is to keep me sane. That's my responsibility. So I just wanted to get that out there, and I just wanted to say that. Uh, yeah, that's it. Uh, End of video.